Hey, if you see me tomorrow at brunch or after church, you will see I am clean shaven because, oh yes, because I'm married to the most magnificent woman who never asks anything of me. We had our 27th wedding anniversary just yesterday. She is not a fan of the beard. So, out of love for her amazing commitment for 27 years of my craziness, it's gone at 8 a.m. tomorrow. But tonight I get to be Father Christmas, and the first gift I give out is the gift of knowledge to one of you. There's a white Bronco in the parking lot with its headlights on. And with that, we'll start the concert. It's hard to tell with me that was sincere, so if someone needs to leave, off you go. All right. Hit my mark. That's good. Thank you. Good evening and welcome. I remain Russ Schmidt, and we're privileged to have you here tonight for the second annual VJC Alumni Band Plus Christmas concert. I'll talk a little bit more about the plus sign in a bit, but right now I think we're in more rock, less talk mode, so let me introduce the soloist from the previous tune, and then we'll move on to our second selection. Soloing on Happy Holidays, let's see, we had Isaac Facio on trombone. In your program, it'll say Cesar Parra is standing where Kevin Haig is currently standing, and Cesar is unfortunately, he has the flu, and he will not be joining us tonight. Yes, that is the correct response. Very true. But I am delighted to get, actually, to come down the hill on about 36 hours' notice, his professor of trumpet at NAU in Flagstaff. That was Kevin Tague on the trumpet. You might be thinking to yourself, gosh, he's got a lot of music to learn in one night, but I will tell you this rehearsal does not suffer from the tyranny of over-rehearsal. So this concert is on the fly and we're having a good time. You also heard from Keegan Ewan, tenor sax. And on guitar, Eddie Galicia. Tom Wolfe is the Director of Jazz Studies at the University of Alabama. He's a great guitarist, educator, composer, arranger. This is his remarkable arrangement of O Come, Emmanuel, which we're privileged to actually have published through VJC Publications. We have a publication arm to try and get good music out there for high school and college bands all over the country. So I hope you will enjoy O Come, Emmanuel. All right, that was Jesse Deems on the flugelhorn. And Will Edwards, tenor sax. Okay, so a quick little bit about the VJC. The Valley Jazz Cooperative is about to, in January, enter its 10th anniversary season. Yeah. Started in 2016 with a 10-tet, a 10-piece group that rehearsed at Mesa Community College. Later on, we added Glendale Community College as a satellite site. After this building opened, we rehearse in Ravenscroft Hall and continue our relationship on Saturdays at MCC with Paul Brewer running a group down there. Last year, we had over 50 students involved in the main educational program for students in grades 8 through 12, so it's grown really well. We had a beautiful growth curve of 10 to about 42 for 5 years, and then we had to start all over again and built again in 2021, and after 5 years got it over 50 for the first time. Yeah. So we're really proud that we get to help young people grow in their creativity. This particular group is called the Alumni Band Plus. We have an alumni band that plays a concert every June. Some of you have probably seen that group. That's more of a y'all come. I love y'all, and we're happy to have you back. This is I love you all, but if you're a better sight reader, we want you on the December concert. because this can't start getting put together until those who go to college out of state return to Arizona. So it's put together in pretty short order, and I'm really proud of these young people. By show of hands, raise your hand if you are currently in college as a student. Yeah. I don't know where we put Ben and you know, Kevin and Denny. We'll put them in some other demographic, 43rd grade or whatever you might be in. But anyway, you can see these are very youthful players who are playing like the best pros you can find in the Valley, so I'm really privileged to get to work with them. We're going to continue with a great arrangement on Greensleeves, also known as What Child Is This? It's arranged by Oliver Nelson. For music theory fans in the house, it makes prominent use of natural minor, not melodic minor. Please don't come to me with notes afterwards. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Not this arrangement, sorry. I'm breaking hearts left and right, but honestly, it's Oliver Nelson. Great arrangement, and filling the role of valve trombonist, Bob Brookmeyer, is Cody Bunton with a trombone solo with many fewer valves. So this is Greensleeves. Yeah, that's Cody Bunton. And with some great work on the Barry sax, that was Wen Wu. So the plus in Alumni Band Plus is we give these young musicians an opportunity to have a side-by-side experience with some great pros from our area. So I'll go ahead and introduce all of them at this moment. That is Wen Wu on the Barry sax. Your program claims one pro in the back, but I'm pretty sure there's two pros in the back. Right here's Denny Montz. And the aforementioned Kevin Tague. And right behind me, that's Ben Hedquist on the bass. We're going to get horns off of faces for a moment. Is this true? Okay, so we'll invite a couple of young people to the stage. They're going to lay a brand new arrangement of God Rest You Merry Gentlemen on you. Do I have that right? It didn't seem right rolling off the tongue. Okay. God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. This will feature J.J. Dunn, Jesse Deems, Aiden O, Ben Hedquist, and Trevin Rockwood. That was a gentle landing. Okay. Trevin Rockwood on the drums. Dr. Benjamin Hedquist on the bass. Aiden O on the piano. Jesse Deems on trumpet. J.J. Dunn, alto sax. No, I'm not going to start with Aiden. I'll start with Jesse. Jesse, I work for a ministry, so I am compelled to ask you to tell the truth in answering this question. When did you see that arrangement for the first time?
3 hours ago?
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Right? So for me, as a band leader, but in this case, as an arranger, I get to write whatever I want, and I know these cats are going to play it, and it's just amazing. Now, let's be clear, there's some music that they've seen more than 3 hours ago. But that's really a remarkable treat, and for me, as a creative person, to know that this band exists and we get to have fun together this way and express fresh creativity to you. That's why I do what I do with the VJC. So I'm grateful to that quintet for making that sound so dang good. What's up next? Away in a Major? Awesome. So this is a piano feature. It'll also be a little bit from Denny Montz. Are you on flugel on that, my friend? Yes, you are. Okay, Denny Montz has some flugel. This is mostly a piano feature for 8 and O. This is from a great Christmas album entitled Big Band Christmas by the Paul Ferguson Jazz Orchestra. Occasionally we'll play some Paul Ferguson arrangements, but Paul was kind enough to give a couple of other writers a shot to arrange a tune on that big band album. So this is a tune by Chaz Baker, a trombonist and educator, on Away in a Manger. It's on that album, and Chaz and Paul agreed to let us publish that from VJC Publication. So it's a new chart this year, and if we have any educators out there or watching on the live stream, feel free to pick it up for next season because it's an amazing chart. I hope you enjoy Away in a Manger. That was Denny Montz on flugelhorn. Aiden O on the piano. All right, so we're already, oh my gosh, to the end of the first half. We have one more tune. This is a Rich DeRosa arrangement. Yes, he said, hopefully. Okay, don't want to give the arranger credit here. Rich DeRosa arrangement of Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I want to mention we have a 20-minute intermission. You're welcome to go out to the Jazzbird Lounge, have a beverage if that be your will. Check in at the box office if you want to see about upcoming shows for the VJC and for everything else we have here, Ravenscroft Concert Series, Jazzbird Nights, Music on a Mission, Jazz for the Soul, Chamber at Ravenscroft. We have all kinds of awesome music series here. So if it's your first time in the hall, I hope it won't be your last time, and we'd love to invite you back for more concerts here. I do want to take 1 second and say, let's see, I'm going to turn around and make eye contact with people so I get this right. 1, 2, 3. Is that it? Good gosh, that's it, because Spencer ain't here. That's right, okay. So, JJ, would you stand up? Isaac, would you stand up? Jesse, would you stand on tiptoes? You're a little taller. There we go, okay. You can take it down, friends. On January 9th, we have the debut of a brand new alumni group. It's the Alumni Band Sextet, 3 horns, you just met them. I'm gonna man the piano chair for the first gig and then I'll go away and never play with it again. And Spencer Huttenmeyer, who's currently an NAU student, will be on bass and Tyson Y will be on drums. That's January 9th in the Jazzbird Lounge. So if you like what you heard out of JJ and Isaac and Jesse, please come support them as we launch a new sextet gig. We'll be doing some hard bop stuff, you know, Blakey, Art Blakey, Horace Silver type music, and then also some more modern things. So if you like what you heard, come support them as we launch a new thing. It's actually a little bit of music entrepreneurship. Ultimately, we're gonna have the books be student driven, and if they wanna go book a sextet gig at Sozo Coffee House, or the Nash, or Sacred Grounds at Scottsdale United Church of Christ, I don't need to be there, and they should go frolic and kind of transition on their way from being student musician to working musician. So it's a new project we're doing in 2026. On the second half, I'll mention another new project we're doing in 2026. But without further ado, too late, Russ! Without further ado, here comes Hark the Herald Angels Sing. That was Leodon Para on harmony trumpet. All right, did we hear from Eddie Galicia on the guitar? I bet we did. Ben Hedquist on the bass. Am I forgetting anybody? All right, you know what you should do for 20 minutes? You should go frolic, and if you're of a certain age, you are welcome to imbibe, and then we'll see you here in about 20 minutes. Go live your lives. How was that, Jay? Was that a good landing? Dig it. All right. How's everybody doing? Good. Good. Grateful to see you all. This band moves a lot of air, and the old man is putting his ear protection in. Something I could have done off stage, but didn't think of it. So we're so grateful you're all here for the second half. We do have a few changes in program because of the absence of our dear friend Cesar Parra. I hope if you are a prayerful person, you will pray for him to be restored to good health really soon. Because those, give a holler if you've heard him sing here before. Yes, I feel the same way. So we'll hope he is restored to good health really soon. So we got a couple changes in the program. We've added a piece, we've pulled a couple, but we're gonna start with the second thing you see on your program. So you see Silver Bells there. It's a lovely George Stone arrangement. And this will begin by featuring Wen Wu on the baritone sax and then move to other soloists in the big band. Here we go with, and I need to ask, do we got ushers in the back if people need to see the seating? Because I think we're about to bring down the lights. Here we go with Silver Bells. All right, that included Wen Wu out front, Jesse Deems, and Keegan Ewan. And now comes the moment I've been dreading for 36 hours. Santa Claus is coming to town. Do we know sort of there's a European Champions League, and then there's the English Premier League, and then there's a Champions League? Okay, so Cesar is somewhere between the Champions League, the European Championship League, and the English Premier League, which is right where Sinatra was. I am facing relegation from the next league down to the third league down, but you people paid for a vocal, so I'm gonna do my best to get through Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Thanks, Mom. All right, here we go. No, I need to let your chords. What do you got? Oh man, I don't like that at all. That's too many sharps. Too many sharps. I only sing flats. 1, 2, 3. You better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows 'cause if you've been bad or good, so be good, for goodness sake. You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. All right, we get some echinacea to Cesar, and that will never happen again. Because this should be about the young people. I've had my moment to sing and to perform, and this should be about them. So we'll hope Cesar is back for our June concert, right, everybody? This is a change to the program. It's not in your programs, but it is replacing a Cradle in Bethlehem. That was another tune Cesar was going to sing, and man, oh man, was I not going to try that. That's a Jazz at Lincoln Center, magnificent chart, but a little challenging for my feeble brain here. So we've moved that off the program, but we're replacing it with a great Thad Jones selection entitled A Child is Born. right, we'll get after it. I want to be sure to announce the soloists on that last tune. That was Kevin Tague on the flugelhorn. And Aiden O, piano. Before we bring the house lights up just a little bit, before we do that, there's a couple of announcements I want to make. First, not everybody who's on the stage tonight is getting a chance to solo, and I want to recognize them for their magnificent contributions to making this evening sound so good. So in the sax section, sadly, he had a big solo on a cradle in Bethlehem, and tonight he's coming up short, but if he plays on the June concert, I'm going to give him bonus solo space to make up for the atrocity that is taking place tonight. This is Theo Stritch on second alto. In the trombone section, that's Isaac Bynan at the end of the trombone section. And at the opposite end of the trumpet section, that's Asha Bjork on trumpet. And we're grateful for everyone's contributions here. I mentioned that I would take a moment to talk about MSW education programs. So the Valley Jazz Cooperative is in its 10th year, but starting in February, we're starting a new tradition. A new colleague of mine, MSW education has grown from one human being to two. Yeah, that's great. And yeah, sure. So Hansley Musat is his name. He's joined the team. He will be leading something called the Valley Gospel Project, and that begins rehearsing in this joint on Monday night starting in February. If you know any young singers, grades 8 through 12, it's just like the VJC, it's a tuition-free program. And so if you know some young people who would like to sing gospel music, that's our next initiative here in MSW education activities. So I just wanted to plug it. Hansley actually has something he's doing with his church. He is involved, actually he's the director of music at Church on Mill, which is kind of in the shadow of the Gamage Auditorium on the ASU campus. So Hansley can't be here tonight, but I wanted to mention the great work he will be doing in launching the Valley Gospel Project. So if you're interested, you can always learn more about activities happening here. If it's concerts, theravenscroft.com. If it's the Valley Jazz Cooperative, we are valleyjazz.org. And if you want to know more about the parent organization to all these things, VJC, Valley Gospel Project, the Ravenscroft, the parent organization is Music Serving the Word Ministries, and that's msw.org. So check it out, see what we're doing. We're trying to bring light into the world through music, through outreach, through supporting activities to area 501c3s that serve the underserved, and this is the time of year where we should be thinking about those things. So feel free to check them out. Now, may I ask my friends upstairs, can we go to about 40% for house light? Let's see what happens. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh, there's an audience out there. I had no idea. This is great. So, hey, among the trees we killed in your program, do you have music? Yeah, that's great. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a sing-along on a couple of things. If you don't read music, that's okay. I will tell you, in the Methodist church in which I grew up, my mom or my dad would put a finger underneath the words, and I could see the notes go up and the notes go down, and I learned how to read music from contours in an old Methodist hymnal. So even if you don't read music, I bet you can see the lyrics there. And Hansley encouraged me to say, on the last two lines, it is not choose your own adventure. It goes from a single staff to a grand staff. So those who have sung this before know that those with lower voices will sing the answer, heaven and eight, and heaven and eight, heaven and eight, heaven and eight. So it's an echo thing there. You can do that if you want, or you can stick with the melody, because deep down, I won't be able to hear you through this ear protection. No, I'll hear you. We'll have a good time. This is Joy to the World. There's a little introduction. I'll get you started, and then we'll see what happens. Could be a train wreck, because you weren't here for rehearsal. Joy to the world, the I view that as applause for the band, but let's have a second round of applause for yourselves. I know what you're thinking. If I was going to put you to work, you should get paid, but it's MSW is a 501c3, not for profit, so. You're thinking to yourselves, hey man, my gig is over. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. If you flip over Joy to the World, there's a good chance you'll find Dona Nobis Pacem. That's a beautiful round, and about granting us peace, particularly important at this time of year. We have all the challenges, the stresses of going around doing shopping. Perhaps there's that one relative who always steals the last drumstick, and there's friction in the kitchen, or whatever there might be. We need to find a way to grant one another peace at this time. So what we do with this one, and we did this last year, some of you may have seen it, we're gonna treat this as a round. So I'm gonna sing it once with you in practice form, and then we're actually gonna do it as a round. Raise your hand if you're in seats 1 through 8. Sure. Sure, some of you have rotator cuff issues and do not raise your hand, I understand. Okay, seats 9 through 16 if you order now, great. Okay, and seats 17 through 24, I bet it's this group over here. The herd got a little thin at intermission on this side, so you'll need to sing a little louder, 17 through 24. Okay, so we're gonna practice it all together, and then we're gonna do it as a round. And at the end of it, the horns will come in, and we'll see if we stayed in tune. Does that sound like a great idea? Yeah, sure. Where does your enthusiasm go? I'll ask again. Does that seem like a great idea? Yes. Yeah, sure. You liked me when I was singing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Now now I've put you to work and you've turned on me. Can I get an F, please, young man? Great. Okay, so we're gonna sing it once through, all the way, and then the way it's gonna work is 1, the first part, and then 1 starts here as you move on to 2. And 1 starts here as you move on to 2, and you move on to 3. And then we repeat it again. So your gig is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 as far as the sections of the piece. Don't worry, I'll help you. And when I say that, that's probably a lie. But we're going to sing it together first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hi there, friends upstairs. If we're still friends, I see you waving, magnificent creatures up there. So we're going to do it for realsies now, and I invite you to do your splendor on the sides. Thank you. Oh, Aiden, so helpful. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's almost like we rehearsed it. Here we go, friends. We're starting here. We're moving here, and then we're going there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Do. It's a Christmas miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. You all sounded so good. Isn't it nice to do something in a sense of community? Isn't it nice to do something more communal like that? Whether you're a person of faith and you get that experience in a church, whether you get it in a concert experience, perhaps you're a sports fan and you get your sense of community from a stadium experience, I guess. The bottom line is we are a community of people. And for those who are individuals of faith, people of God, and we're celebrating the birth of Christ with this Christmas concert. And I just want to say, regardless of your faith walk, and it doesn't have to be mine, but regardless of your faith walk, I hope you will think about the reason for the season this year, because we want to grant one another peace in these tumultuous times. So just keep a little piece of tonight's concert in your heart and see the beauty of the Creator's creativity and the abundant creativity of these magnificent young people. Are we to the last tune? Oh my gosh, I had no idea you had a life outside me, but I've been informed you do. We're going to do this great arrangement by Dave Yackley. He's actually a minister of music up at a Catholic church in the Bellingham, Washington area. No, actually he's Sammamish. He's in Sammamish at a Catholic church, Sammamish, Washington, and he writes new music every week for his church, and some of it's jazz. He's an amazing arranger. He and I were master's students at the Eastman School of Music at the same time. We were both students of Ray Wright, and both did jazz composition and arranging there. So I've kept in touch with him, and 35 to 40 years later, I've hired him to write a few charts for the VJC publications line, and this is his magnificent arrangement of Deck the Halls. Thank you for sharing your Saturday night with us. We are deeply blessed by your presence here tonight, and I hope you go have a magnificent holiday season in the week ahead. Thank you, everyone. That's the VJC Alumni Band Plus. You heard from J.J. Dunn on alto sax, Isaac Facio, trombone, our good friend Denny Montz on the trumpet, and on bass trombone, Kenny Sohadi. All righty. Friends, super grateful for you. Go enjoy this season in peace, and I'll hope to see you down the road at some future event here at Ravenscroft. Merry Christmas, one and all.